Curious? This visualization captures the behavioral shift from generative AI systems that wait for a prompt to agentic AI systems that take action on their own. These shapes begin resting inertly, but then suddenly self-assemble and move outward with deliberate speed. Traditional language models stop working the moment they finish generating text. AI agents, on the other hand, take a goal, select the right tools, and execute multi-step workflows without constant human input. Because agents are non-deterministic, they don't follow a rigid script. If a system hits a dead end, it adapts, deciding its own path to the goal on the fly. This adaptability introduces a serious problem. If an agent dynamically chooses its own path, it is practically impossible for security teams to predict exactly which enterprise databases or APIs it will need to touch before the job begins. The traditional way we handle IT permissions is the static click-wrap consent, the one-time "I agree" checkbox. When applied to an unpredictable, non-deterministic agent, that static checkbox is no longer an effective guardrail. To avoid the agent getting stuck, organizations often grant superagency. This means giving the agent overly broad, unchecked permissions across the network just to ensure it can complete an ambiguous task. To see why that is dangerous, look at this animated diagram. We have a roaming agent node assigned to solve a generic customer support ticket. Because it has superagency, it pulls extra context and independently forces a connection to highly secured financial records. By bypassing the initial security perimeter, the agent compromises those restricted database nodes. Granting superagency to reduce friction creates a massive vulnerability vector for an internal data breach. Enterprise AI cannot safely scale if the fundamental cost of automation is the total loss of data control. The solution to superagency is replacing the static checkbox with Agentic Consent, a dynamic, living contract that governs machine behavior in real time. This framework assigns verifiable non-human identities to AI agents. Notice the identity token attaching to the agent node, defining permitted actions and lifespan. It actively locks out paths to irrelevant systems, restricting the agent strictly to its current task. These permissions are time-bound and transaction-based. The exact moment the agent's specific task concludes, its access rights automatically expire. This framework shifts trust from a permanent, static state into a continuous, cryptographically verifiable process. An agent will inevitably encounter a sensitive action that falls outside its pre-approved policy parameters. This illustrates the failsafe, just-in-time prompting. The fast-moving workflow pauses instantly at a critical junction, routing a visual request to a human authorization node. The AI generates possibilities, but once the human approves a specific path, the workflow instantly resumes. A functional control plane ensures the AI always operates as a transparent extension of human intent, working with us rather than instead of us. Even the most rigorous consent framework is useless if the underlying data is being fed into a public third-party cloud environment. Treecapital's Anven AI is a sovereign ecosystem enclosed within an impenetrable virtual private cloud, severing public connections. With the engine and memory air-gapped, data circulates rapidly between agents and internal databases, bouncing safely off the firewall, guaranteeing zero exfiltration. Sovereign infrastructure transforms enterprise AI from a rented, inherently risky service into a secure, proprietary corporate asset. This combined architecture establishes the necessary guardrails for autonomous operations in heavily regulated sectors. High-speed streams of complex information are rapidly sorted, verified, and locked into rigid geometric structures in a sterile, precision-driven environment. This is what makes it feasible for agents to securely analyze patient histories in healthcare or execute algorithmic trades in finance while maintaining an immutable audit trail. There is a common misconception that governance and security are roadblocks designed to stop innovation. The true value of high-performance brakes on a car is the confidence they provide the driver to reach top speeds while remaining in total control. Robust governance, agentic consent, and sovereign AI are the exact mechanisms that allow global enterprises to confidently hit the accelerator on the future.